Block fam, before we get too far into this video, there's a new shirt that we have made specifically for this video, because as you guys will see, I asked a bunch of British people to define the term cheeky. By the end of this day, by the end of this video, you guys will hear us say cheeky quite a bit. We ended up calling the group that I kind of was running around with, the four of us, the Cheeky Blinders. So we kept on saying like, by order of the Cheeky Blinders. So, if you guys want a Cheeky Blinders Blockhead shirt, it's not Shelby Company Limited, it's Blockhead Company Limited.
Usually these sheep literally are on the road. Down here, all over here. And they don't give a damn. They'll just stand in the road. You can beep them, you can rev them, like literally unfazed. Absolute, they're like honey badgers.
It's totally like the equivalent of the cranes that walk around in the streets of Florida. That it's like they know they're protected.
Yeah, it's like
you can't touch them.
Yeah,
and if you do, it's like a federal crime or some crazy shit. So start to the next day, Archie chauffeuring in the very beginning, but he's got to do some running around. What you got to do today?
Gotta go back up to the show and get that Harley from the stand, bring it back. And then once you've gone home, I'll take it back up to Manchester, to Limitless. But yeah, so hopefully John can take care of you today.
Being handed off to the next chauffeur. I feel so used.
Oh, shut up.
John's gonna be in the office, who you guys have seen in videos before. Kind of around the shop till 2, which is great, because I definitely need to get some work knocked out. Organization of all these, you know, the not fun stuff that all of you guys don't see. Trying to keep up with this stuff while we're doing it so that I can get it over to Justin, so that we can deliver content to you all. Nobody wants to hear about any of this shit though, right?
We're gonna tell him anyway because we have to do it, so.
Because that's life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then one of the objectives is to find a new bag as well, because I hate that freaking bag. Like, both of the handles on the top have ripped off, blown up, and it sucks carrying it anywhere. And now there's a little metal piece sticking out of it by like that far, which was where the handle used to be. The retractable handle that is no longer retractable. This handle broke off a couple trips ago, and now this one just... I think I might go to prison for a few years, because the UK would consider that a bag knife.
It's like, you know, when they used to have knives on the end of guns?
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's a bag bayonet.
Another Starbucks detour.
I convinced him. It's cool. I need it.
Yeah, I do as well.
All right, Archie's explaining morning English terminology to us.
It's like being cheeky. You know, when somebody asks for something and it's like, oh, you're really pushing it now. Sometimes you get like people like to the stand at Rurik or whatever, for example, and they'll be like, oh, do you want to like give me 97% off the helmet? But like they're being serious, so that's a bit cheeky. Like sometimes it can be jovial, like you don't ask, the answer's always no.
Right.
But then there's like, you say, oh, you're cheeky so and so, when someone's like definitely asking for way too much, being cheeky.
So I was reading a menu the other day. I was thinking about ordering a salad. At the very end of all the ingredients, it said a cheeky cherry tomato. Is that like the cherry tomato is just, you're fucking pushing a cherry tomato. Stop being cheeky.
So there's another like addition to cheeky.
Cheeky goes deeper.
Like say if you're really busy, like people will say like, oh, just go out for a cheeky cigarette. Because obviously you don't smoke inside here or whatever, you have to go out for one. So it's like, oh, I've got loads to do, but just before we get on the road, I just have a cheeky cigarette. Or like there's a restaurant here called Nando's. Oh look, I was just set my thing to 50, but they'll give you a fine on the spot for speeding. So every time I go down here, I set it to 50.
Smart.
For that. But it's such a good feeling.
Right.
I love, that's the best feeling.
Not today.
Not today.
Son of a cheeky son of a.
Cheeky. See, that's cheeky. They just set up randomly a little speed trap. They don't have like a certain time or whatever. They just appear. That's cheeky. We just take it for gospel here, and you're like, what's a cheeky tomato? And I'm like, I can't even explain to you if I wanted to what a cheeky tomato is. Oh, the struggle.
How would you guys describe or define cheeky?
Cheeky, a bit naughty.
A little bit naughty.
Yeah, a little bit naughty but nice.
A little bit, you shouldn't do it, but you're not hurting anybody.
You could
not
do it
very
anyway.
naughty, but just a little
Cheeky's
bit naughty.
like playful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Playful.
Like, oh, I probably shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it anyway.
So I got playful, naughty,
Yeah.
But
shouldn't
nice.
do, but nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Bit of a giggle. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like.
There is no solid definition. All Kyle, how'd you define cheeky? How you guys use it here in the US?
Kyle's a cheeky little sausage.
He is a
himself.
cheeky-
I'm cheeky myself.
He's a cheeky little sausage.
Naughty but nice, that's what I'd say.
Yeah. He's got that tattooed on him somewhere.
Cheeky. How would you define cheeky?
A little bit rogue, just going a little bit off track, just taking a chance, not playing by the rules.
So I think
Cheeky
we're-
Nando's.
Cheeky Nando's. So this is a chicken company that doesn't play by the rules?
No.
No? Alright guys, so y'all have seen John in previous episodes. Came over to Lakeland, I think it's the first time that we met, yeah? I forget what the show is called.
FLMM in
Oh, that's right, yeah, even before that. So, I'm gonna get him to draw one of these cards real quick. So these cards are by a company called Seek Discomfort, which is basically stepping outside of your comfort zone. And then these are basically meant to spark, hence the name, conversation. These are like really deep, insightful kind of stuff. So, I'm gonna have you just draw one randomly, so don't look. Just flip through, draw anyone you want.
Do you feel free? Why or why not? Oh, these are the big questions. Okay. Do I feel free? I'm gonna go with yes. In this country, we have lots of options, lots of opportunities. We're free to come and go as we please as long as we're still at a desk when we need to get our done, as my boss is walking past me.
I was just checking because that was a really tough part of the podcast. It's like, those questions, that's really, some of it is really tough.
Yeah, I feel like
They're very...
So for you to feel completely free of answering the question, I think your boss needs to go away. So
exactly that. Cheers, Davey.
Want you to answer it later though, Davey.
Right. Yeah, so I feel like I've got lots of options, lots of choices. You kind of need to like have some boundaries, because obviously if we were all able to do exactly as we wanted, like there would be chaos and carnage. But I feel like we've got like the right amount of like I can go and do what I want. Like once I finish work, I can go out, I can go hang out with people, I can go to the movies, I can go on holiday. Like 2 days time, I get to fly to Cape Verde, so I feel pretty free.
Yeah.
Obviously, you still need to go to work, you still got to pay your bills. That's life. The only two things in life that are like certain: taxes and death, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else, kind of make it up as you go along. So I feel pretty free.
Good.
Yeah, man.
Good. Do you feel free? Why or why not? So yeah, you guys drop your thoughts down in the comments below. Let us know what you think. You want to pick up like some random other person?
Fabian will be all over this.
Yeah.
Fabian.
Here's the question you gotta answer.
Do you feel free? Why or not? I definitely feel free, given all the I do. I'm very free. I mean, I don't feel like I'm restricted with anything really. The only thing I'm restricted with is not being able to ride a 1 litre motorbike. If I was on a 1 litre sport bike, I'd be even more free. It's the only thing keeping me back, literally.
So, you know, it's just your government trying to keep you alive or something, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable given my age, but, you know, we'll get to 21 and I'll be able to do it, and then we'll be
You gonna tell
even
people
more
how old
free.
you are?
19.
19.
Yeah.
Working as a front-end developer for Ruroc.
I'm not technically a developer. I'm more like a web merchandiser.
That's pretty cool. I mean, at 19, working for like a awesome company. Anybody else? I'll let you be the YouTuber.
Connor. Yeah, buddy.
Do you feel free? Why or why not? Yeah, I feel free. Quitting my job and traveling the world for the next year. So 5 days time, I'll be on a plane. Going westbound.
This guy knows. This guy knows.
Do you feel?
Should I pick on anyone else? Everyone's keeping their head down. Take the card, read it. There's no pressure. I mean, there's a bit of pressure, but
There is a bit of pressure.
it's a big question.
Can I say yes and then not give them?
It's not my rules.
I don't feel free because I'm not jumping on a plane.
No, that is
Next
true.
week.
Chloe, this is for you.
Because I can. If I wanted to walk out, now I could. I can do what I want.
You can do what you want.
Yeah.
Good card. Good pick, man. Yeah.
Do I feel free or why not? Yes, I feel free. I'm wearing really loose underwear today. So I'm actually feeling physically very free today.
The cheeky pair of underwear.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's got his cheeky underwear on. Might be a cheeky little peephole.
All right, Seek Discomfort, you have a contender. Spark 2. What's the question?
It was pretty good.
Are we going for lunch? And if so, when are we going?
Right now, it is lunchtime. It's your question. It is lunchtime right now. We're going for lunch. Let's do this.
Going for lunch right now. Spark 2. Interesting menu. They've got Cheeky Mondays.
That's cheeky.
Cheeky place.
Still don't know what it means. Alright guys, food, chicken, bacon, avocado. We got some tapas over here.
Salt and pepper squid, pulled brisket, and the super grain falafel bowl.
Just a nice little sandwich, you know. Chicken, bacon, cheese, avocado. Pretty good.
Nice cheeky sandwich.
Yeah, we've got the chicken, bacon, avocado burger.
Nice. And some, how do you say this again?
Hummus.
Hummus. It's like an OU in there. Hummus. Hummus, brother. It was awesome. Really good.
Glad we could disappoint.
Yeah, me too. Super cool spot. Portivo Lounge. Good spot. Man, it's so crazy being down here. Just, I don't know, I think I've said this in a few of the previous videos, but it just feels like so historic. Just awesome. Freaking love it.
Fishing, like the narrowboat thing is, it's a real big kind of subculture. Like people live on the narrowboats, dock them around here, and they just go up and down all of these, like linked all the way through the country.
Like a boat you live on.
Completely different. Like we
like
might see some around here, to be
Yeah,
fair.
they're like 40 foot long. They're very narrow and like normally like 1 or 2 small bedrooms, like a little cooking, eating, like living area.
Okay.
Diesel powered. They just chug along at 10 miles an hour or less and just go like all day, every day. I think there might be some on the other side of the basin. Water goes in slowly. Sail the vessel in, tie her up, and then on the other side there's the drain. There's literally like pulling the plug in the back, and then all the water drains out, and the River Severn is just on the other side of this building.
And a pirate ship. That's cool. So we're walking to the cathedral way over yonder. You guys use that word, yonder?
I mean, we know what it means, but we wouldn't use it as a first choice of word.
You don't know.
Like, that's a Cockney word. Keep that out of our vocabulary. Yo, that is sick. That's awesome, man. Gloucester Cathedral. You guys want to do the quick and dirty of why this cathedral is still standing and wasn't burned down?
Oh, I don't know the ins and outs enough to actually tell people. I mean, like, let me pretend I know exactly what happened, right? So,
Confidence, man, that's key.
King Henry VIII, he's got a relative buried here. So, like, when we had civil war, they were burning down cathedrals. He was like, not that one. My family's like, you can't do that. 600 AD.
1300 years this is stood here for.
Holy sh**.
They got that rock to the top with no power tools, no lifts, no technology, just man strength or person strength. A lot of our cathedrals were like bombed during the war. So like Coventry Cathedral was like blown to smithereens like during the Nazi era. When the war was going on, they took every single piece of glass out of Gloucester Cathedral, wrapped it up and then hid it somewhere, which is why like everything's still intact. Should it ever have been sort of like bombed.
Oh my God.
You need to see where Harry Potter was filmed too.
Harry Potter's coming down in these corridors, the cloisters.
So in Orlando, we actually have Hogwarts.
I've been. I've been there, man. Don't you worry.
There's a lot more red velvet ropes and tourists.
A lot more lines.
Yeah, it costs a lot more money and there's a roller coaster in it. This is nuts, man.
If you look close enough, the walls are actually leaning out. So like they literally bowed slightly, just purely because they're so old.
Wow.
So they're not straight. So yeah, welcome to Hogwarts.
Hallways where the Hogwarts.
Oh, this is it? This is the hallway?
Yeah.
I feel like I need to have my invisibility cloak on right now.
It's amazing they've had scaffolding for this long, 1300 years.
They still didn't finish it. Fucking
Yeah,
union.
their client has all the time in the world.
During the First World War, I think, with all the bombing, they had to disassemble that window so it didn't get smashed, and they had to store it. And then
They hid it somewhere in Malvern.
Yeah.
Damn. Could you imagine the work to like take all that down?
You've seen the work on those window pipes.
Very much off the beaten path of the content that you guys are used to seeing, but
Yeah.
awesome,
Bringing some culture, you know?
right? Yee. Let me hear your yee. Archie would do it. Let me hear your yee.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it here. Nope.
Thank you for the detour after lunch. Super cool lunch, being able to step into something that's like that beautiful. So much history. Awesome. It's just a cheeky tank sitting there.
There we go.
Did I use it right?
Yeah, he's
Is it right? Yeah. Nice cheeky tanks. Hell yeah. All right, it's been a great time with the Cheeky Blinders. Cheeky Blinders. Smash Blinders. Unofficial group name. That was awesome, guys. Thank you. Back from lunch, I'm putting John right back to work, asking him to have everybody sign my helmet. So what I'm gonna do is whenever I get back, hang this up as like my introduction to Rear Rock, finally being able to come over here. So everybody that's on the team, we're going to sign it. I'm tasking John with walking around and asking everybody awkwardly to sign Blockhead's helmet. Well, thank you. And I'm gonna go do an episode on a bike, a Sportster that they had custom done for the show. So we're gonna check that out. That'll be a separate episode, a little bike check. So let's go do that. All right, guys, Johnny Florida has returned after his conquest of getting everybody's signature. Match is perfect. Black and gold. I love how even you guys did all the signatures too. Like everything else is perfectly like spaced out on them, you know? Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. So that's gonna be a helmet that goes up on the wall in Blockhead Garage, commemorating the team. Hell yeah. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Sheesh, looks great. All right, guys, I'm departing Rear Rock. Ooh, these fancy handles. I don't remember. This is Lauren. You ready for an evening of a camera being shoved in your face?
Yeah, sure.
This is Dunkerton's, which I've heard an endless amount of great things about. They've got this outdoor bar, they've got some food trucks, and all of it's closed.
Well,
It's actually very dark out here. I thought she was taking me out here to murder me. Luckily, there's actually a spot. But now, we're going to a proper pub. So we did find an actual pub that was open and
a British pub.
sat by a fire. Had
Lots
some
of dogs.
delicious non-alcoholic beverages.
We had some beer.
After some alcoholic beverages.
We did have some beer.
No food. This place was great. Appreciate it.
We'll pick it up
Proper
when I get back
pub.
to when I get back to Florida in March.
Oh yeah, like with all our pubs there. And just like that, we in London, baby. Let me hear your yay. All right, guys, we're at this bridge. I don't know what it's called. It's got this crazy tower-looking thing in the middle of it.
If you were to name it, what would you call it?
Probably like the Royal Bridge or something. Looks very royally. Yeah, it's called the Tower Bridge, obviously. That shit nuts, especially in the fog. It looks crazy cool. So I think we're doing some exploring. Looking for something to eat, maybe.
Yeah, food.
Food.
Definitely.
Kind of take it easy. Go clubbing. See what we can get into. We made it across the Tower Bridge.
So guys, we're here at the Tower Bridge. You guys will not believe the construction back in those days. Oh my gosh.
Coal powered, get this. Dirty energy.
Now we burn dinosaurs. Super efficient.
Yeah. It actually was like coal powered to like lift the drawbridge, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. The history and the construction behind that bridge is nuts for as old as it is. So you guys Google it. Look it up yourself. It's like a history channel.
Read a book or use Google.
Yeah. All right, walking back because they're eating Cheetos on the Tower Bridge. So these Cheetos, smaller than the American Puffs Cheetos, of course.
Obviously.
And they're not as cheddary, which is kind of good. Not bad. The Doritos, they don't say Cooler Ranch. They say, what do they say? Cool Original. Cool Original. Oh, weird. You see it?
Yeah.
Dude, what the f? Is that just like a common thing here? Yeah. Just a fox in the middle of like London by the Tower Bridge?
Obviously you get them a lot more in the country, but they've sort of like, they're not scared of anyone anymore.
Wow.
Because they've like become used to...
Domesticated.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not a dog, it's not a cat. What the f is that? Huh, that rhymed. Cat in the Hat.
1 hour later.
And we got some food, just random chicken bones laying around. But check this out. So we ordered this food. It's like 3 a.m., which is cool that you can actually do in London. And they didn't give us silverware, so I had to cut the corner of this piece of styrofoam thing to kind of have a spoon. Just kind of watching some Joe Rogan podcast. The view is still Lil Yachty. And
That's all, folks.
hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Catch y'all tomorrow. And stay vigilant, subscribe, like, all the good stuff. Big shout out as always to RG.